Hey guys, happy Thursday, March 28th. I have the baby behind me, so if I have to jump off, that will be why. But I just wanted to come and tell you guys the couple of things that I included in the email. First of all, the roadmap to reconciliation. I just want to, again, state how important of a conversation this is to me and also our church. And we went through a big reconciliation conversation last year, at the end of last year, and we certainly don't want this to feel like it's something that is fizzling out or being pushed to the back burner. But at the same time, we don't want it to be something that's rushed and done poorly just because we were trying to stay in some kind of time frame that we weren't actually able to do. Definitely one thing that I'm learning as a pastor is that sometimes you think you understand the whole picture of what God is asking you to do, and you only get part of it right. And when that happens, you just have to claim the part that you got right and apologize for the part that you got wrong. So our heart and our message is right for sure. We know it for the city of Atlanta and for our church. It's a really big and important deal. It was just that the timing was a little bit wrong. Lent is going amazing. I hope that you guys are finding lots of value in the books. I know we've got some groups actually going through the books in their missional communities. I think that is so amazing. Send me all the updates and praise stories. And of course, as always, anything that's hard, please let me know. I would love to talk with you, pray with you, and give you any advice that I have. But yeah, just because of all of the work and effort, as you can imagine, that went into doing that Lent stuff, we don't want to steal anything away from Roadmap to Reconciliation for what we want it to be. So that being said, I did include some dates on the email, so please put those on your calendar so that we can go into the fall in the conversation of reconciliation really well prepared and really deeply grounded in what and how we will have these conversations. Secondly, let me run back over here. The building. So this is a really fun and exciting and also super huge and daunting. We were made aware of this old abandoned theater, I want to say like maybe a month ago. I'm not really sure. And but it was like, what if this would be so cool? And we kind of just prayed about it, and basically a bunch of doors opened in a way, and we keep asking God that if it's not right, that he would just close them, and no doors have closed yet. So last night, Tuesday night, Phil brought it to the council, and the church council is a group of people, if you don't know, I think you guys all already know, but they just help Phil in financial care of our church. And so he brought it to them, and they believe that we need to take it to the church as soon as possible. And the date that Phil is going to do that is going to be Tuesday, April 9th. So first of all, I wanted you guys to know, as leaders of our church, I don't want this to be something that you hear on Sunday, which is when he's announcing it this coming Sunday with, which is March, whatever, with Sean Foyt and Bethany Worley will be there. But yeah, so he's going to announce it then. He's going to announce the April 9th date then. So I want you guys to already know exactly what it is. What we'll be talking about is he's going to give the broad vision of the idea. We already were put in touch with a contractor, kind of like a definitely God connection thing, who does renovations for churches on old buildings. I mean, it's crazy the way that God put us in touch with this guy. So we have like an overview from him. The what we are looking at as far as square footage and renovations are concerned is probably going to be between $4 and $4.5 million total to buy the land and renovate the property. So I asked that you guys would keep that information private for now until Phil announces it to the whole church. But I did want you to know that that is what that is what we have in front of us. And we are just trying to seek God for whether or not he's asking us to do that. So there's a lot of different things. We are not going into this lightly. This is not a flippant or anything like that. We know we would have to fundraise. There's no way we can take on anywhere close to that amount of debt. And just fundraising alone is a huge burden to ask of our church. So that's why Phil wants to have the all-church gathering. That will be on April the 9th, Tuesday evening. So what I just need everyone who has a missional community on Tuesday, I need you to communicate to your group that we will be doing that instead. And for everyone else that meets on days that are not Tuesday, if you feel like you have a group that will only do one thing, I would ask that you prioritize this and communicate it to the group in that way. We really want to have everyone that goes to our church or calls the church any part of their story here on Tuesday night to hear it, and not only just potentially catch a vision, but also have the opportunity to communicate any kind of godly concern. So that's where we're at with that. If you guys want to drive past it, it's a pretty cool old looking building. It is very unsafe on the inside, so don't go in it. Like, I'm talking about holes in the floor that you would break your leg in. But I'm not even kidding. That exists. But go drive through, drive around it, pray over it, look at the area. Hi, Quinn. I would just love your prayers, and feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns or anything that the Lord is telling you. I would love to hear it all and communicate it to our staff. So that is the exciting deal. You know, guys, I think we all know this, but the reality is that what God is asking us to do doesn't fit in this building anymore. Are you going potty?
No.
She is probably. That's okay. So it doesn't fit in this building anymore. So staying here is just not really an option. So we have to do something. We have to make some move, whether that's renting and saving up money so that we can buy in the future, or a solution like what we have in front of us right now. It will be some kind of move. So yeah, I would just love your prayers on that. And we just need God to come and tell us what the best thing is to do. And then lastly, just kind of looking at the end of the season for us, that Friday night, I really want to just throw you guys dinner and celebrate you and thank you for everything that you've done for us this spring. Listen to some celebrations all together. We should be able to just come together in a time of joy over that. And then the following week will be the last week of official Square-led missional communities. You all know, if your group wants to keep meeting, that's something you can do. I know some groups continue to go to like Taylor Bronner Food Truck Tuesday, and they just hang out, and that's great and totally fine. I love the community part of it. Just that the kind of like church-led, curriculum-based version is something that we do try to take a break from in the summer and Christmas seasons. That being said, don't forget that we are missional communities. So if you guys haven't had some kind of missional out yet as a group, I would really encourage you to pray about that, talk to your group about it, and see if there's anything you guys can do. And if you have been already doing outs, or you already have one scheduled, please let me know about it so I can just be aware and be praying for you guys, get updates. I love to hear that kind of stuff. So those are my main updates. I know they're kind of big, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And I am so thankful for you guys, and I hope that you have an awesome week, and I will see you on Sunday.